viewers, welcome to my channel Tune to Linux. In this video I'm going to discuss a very important component in Puppet Enterprise, and that component is Puppet module and classes. Okay, so if you are not aware what is module and classes, please watch my other video which is uploaded already, and if you watch those videos you would have a basic idea on what is module and classes. Okay, for your reference I have given those link in the description in this video, so you can watch those videos to know more about modules and classes. Okay, so in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, or I'm going to use and module, and that module I'm going to push it to client node or agent node. Okay, so for now if I click on my dashboard for this Puppet Master, I can see here there are two nodes, which is Puppet Master and the host name is puppet.tunetolinux.com, and the agent one is simply called agent.tunetolinux.com. okay, so this is the agent and this is the master server. So I'm going to add a module. So to add a module, first I need to go to node here, and in inventory I can see two servers, and if I click on classification I can see under classification there is a option called add group. Okay, so I need to add a group here, so let me create a group. For this demo I'm just going to give the name as default, and description is optional. If you would like to give any description you can do that. So I will say development environment add. So once I add that group, you would be able to see a group which is created under all node, and if you click on default you would see details about that group, and currently there is nothing in that group and no rules, matching node, classes, nothing has been added to this group, default group. So I'm going to add it now. So first in rules I have to add the nodes where I'm going to add those modules, and for that I need to click on here and I need to add those nodes here. So first node is my Puppet Master and the second node is my agent. So once I click add those two nodes, and I have to commit it, so I just need to click on here for commit, and I have added this two node under this rule. Okay, so if I click on matching node now, I can see two nodes are matching, and here are the two nodes. And third tab is about classes. Okay, so if I click on classes here, I can see the default classes which is currently installed in the system, and those are the classes you can able to select here and you can use it. So for now I'm going to use a module or classes called motd. Okay, so this is my client node or an agent node. If I just get motd, and if I wanted to see what's inside that file, and I can see there is nothing in this file, so I'm going to use an motd. Okay, so to use an motd in client node, I'm going to go to master server. This is my master server. How will you know that it's a master server? Simply you just need to check the service whether it is running or not. So Puppet server, this is my master server where Puppet server services are running. Okay, so there are a few commands to manage your module in your Puppet Master Enterprise. So the first command is Puppet module list. To list all the modules currently installed in your system, you just need to run this command, and if you run this command you would be able to see the listed modules installed on the system. So these are the default modules which is currently available, and I wanted to install an additional module which is called motd. So how will I do that? So for that I need to run puppet module search motd. So if I run this command, it will search, it will go to puppet force site and it will check what are the available motd modules. Okay, so if I run this command, you will see the listed module momentarily. So it is searching for motd module in this side, and here are the module listed. So you can see the first module which is provided by Puppet Labs, and this is motd modules, and there are many modules written by different developer. So those are the other modules. So I'm going to install the first module, and to install that there is a command called puppet module. I think, let me just scroll down here. Yeah, puppet module install Puppet Labs motd. So if I run this command, it will going to install the motd modules, and it will going to install the content inside this location. I'll show you the content once this module is installed. So it will not going to take much time. It's depend on your internet speed. Okay, so here is the module information which is installed, and now if I do a module list, you will be able to see that module, and here is the module. Okay, and also if you wanted to see the content, you just go inside this location, and ls you will be able to see there is one directory called motd, and inside this motd there is one directory called manifest. And if I go inside this and rhel, I can see there is one file called init.pp, and if I get this, I can see the classes inside this file. So this is the class motd, okay, and which is going to be changed. Those class informations are mentioned here in template, and there's a kernel information, and also if it is a divine file, then what needs to be done. So those information are in this file. Okay, so the other way of downloading or installing your module, you can go to the Puppet Force side. So this is the site, and you can search here motd, and when you search that, you will be able to see list of modules. So here is the first one, the Puppet Lab motd, which I have installed in my system, and it says supported version by Puppet Labs, so I can ensure that this is going to work. Okay, so let me go back to my Puppet server. This is my Puppet server again, and let me clear the screen. Okay, so I have installed the module. So now what I need to do is I need to push that module to my client server, which is agent.tunetolinux.com. so this is my agent node. So first I need to ensure whether everything is fine. It is pinging. Okay, so this is good. So let me go back to my dashboard here. Now if I click on classification, in classification here the group which I have added earlier showed to you, and inside this, in the role, I have added 2 node, and matching node I have showed you. And now time to add the classes. So if I click on classes and click on here, I still do not see motd. So it takes some time sometimes to populate that information in your dashboard. So I think I need to refresh my dashboard, or if it is still not showing, then I think I need to wait for some time. Or if you would like to do it, if you want to reflect that as soon as you have added the module, then you have to restart or reload your Puppet services. So those will do your trick. Okay, so you don't have to wait for some times to populate those information in classes here. So for now I need to wait since it is not showing. Let me refresh it for some more time and see whether that information is showing here. So let me refresh one more time and let's hope this time it will show. So let me just click here and you can see here that motd is now available here. So that motd module which I have installed, so it is showing right now and I can use this class. So I just select that and add class, and if you wanted to specify the parameters specifically that you just wanted to make the change dynamically, then you can specify one by one, and if you wanted to make the change everything which it is under that Ntp modules, then you don't need to specify anything and it will going to make the change everything whatever inside this motd class. Okay, so this is it. Let me just commit the change and I have made the change, and now if I just click on classification again and click on default just to double check everything is added, and there is 2 node added, matching node is 2, and if I click on classes I can see the class is motd and it is default. Okay, so now next step is either way you can do through GUI from your dashboard here, or you can do it through command line. From dashboard, what you have to do is just need to click on classification. I think it's a node. Okay, and then you have to click on inventory and you have to click on the node, what are the node you want to 1 minute, I think it is configuration, not in configuration, classification, and inventory, click on node here. Okay, some issues, that is why it is not seeing error retrieving node agent list server error, and if I click on here and I can run it here, it's one way to populate that information, and I'm not sure why it is showing an error. Let me check for the other server, my Puppet master server, and I can see the same error in Puppet master server. Okay, let me now check it from the command line whether we have issues. So to check that, I will run that command called puppet agent -t to test, and let's see whether the module which I have added, it is going to make a change or not. Okay, so I think it is working. Let's wait. And it is taking a little time. So currently it's loading all the facts, and we would hopefully able to add the new modules. And now you can see it is trying to add the motd module. Here it is /etc motd, and the content is going to be like this. The operating system is Redhat, and it will also show the free memory currently on the server and the domain name. So looks like it is working, and how much time it has taken to run this catalog. So it is showed that it has taken around 25.16 seconds. Okay, so now I think my module has been applied, and now if I take a duplicate session here and log in, I would be able to see that motd message. Here it is. So you can see once I logged in, I can see that motd messages. So since I have added this module on both the node in master and my agent node, I have to check in client node now. So this is my agent node, and let me see that changes has been showed populated here or not. And if I do a cat and it is still not populated, so to populate that information I need to run the same command, puppet agent -t, and it is doing the same thing as my puppet master. It is loading the fact now, and it ran quite faster than the master server, and it took around something like seconds, okay, 2 seconds. So so I think we are good with that motd, and this is how you have to apply your motd module in your client system, and now this system is monitored by your puppet master. Okay, so now apart from that motd, I'm going to use an additional new module which is called ntp. So let me check the ntp service first here, /etc init.d ntpd status. This is my ntpd, and my ntp is not running. And also if I just get for ntp.conf, you would see those are rhel server information, and if I go above, and it is currently not in used, and if I run ntpq-p, it is not used. And also there is a file called ntp/steptickers, and if I get this file, I see there is no ntp server information. Okay, so now I'm going to use an ntp module and push that ntp module in my agent or client node. So for that, what I have to do is I need to go to my puppet master, and I need to do the same thing, puppet module search ntp, and it is again searching for ntp available modules in Force API site, and here comes the modules available, and I'm going to use the one which is provided by Puppet. And to install that, I'm going to run Puppet module install Puppet Lab NTP. So it is going to install it, and it is installed. If I check whether NTP is installed or not, let me just do a listing. I need to do a grep NTP, and it is installed. Okay, so like I showed you earlier, I need to add that module, and I need to specify the node first, and once I specify the node, then I have to add that module and classes. So to do that, again I'll go to classification. Either you can if you wanted to create a new group, you can go ahead and create, and if you wanted to add those classes or module in the default group you would like to do, then you can do it. So I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to update this NTP module in default group here. So I have already node specified, and these are two matching node, and in classes I already specified the classes motd, and which is working already, and now I have to specify the NTP. So if I click on add new class, you would see there are 4 classes which is showing here under this. The first one is NTP. If I select this NTP, it will going to make the change everything, the configuration files /etc ntp.conf. it will also going to install the package if it is not installed, and the service is ntpd. If it is not running, it will ensure that NTP service will going to start. So I will going to do all 3. So instead of specifying one by one, I'll just select the first one, which will do the things for everything. So I'll just add the class here, and I will do a commit changes. So I think it is done, and just to double check again, I will click on classification, default and classes, and I can see that motd classes is running, and also my NTP. So first of all, what I will do in my Puppet server, I will check again my NTP services are running or not. It is stop state, and if I do ntpq -p the sync status, whether it is syncing or not with the NTP server, it is not syncing. And also I will check the ntp.conf file, it is the default configuration file, and the last one is ntp staticus, and if I check, there is no file or server information is populated in this file. So let me do a Puppet agent -t to make those changes which I have added that NTP modules. So those changes is going to made now, and at the same time I can run in the client node as well. So let me run that in client node as well, and see whether that is working or not. So here you can see the information about catching catalog for my Puppet master server, and the NTP information should populate it here, and you can see this is a new +++ means an additional one, and the changes which is happened, the first changes is this servers are updated in this files /etc ntp.conf, and also it has updated step tickers file with this 3 NTP pool servers, and there is the NTP service which was not running earlier, and the service is now running. Okay, so I think those error I can ignore for now, and just to check whether everything is fine or not. So first thing what I will check, like I checked here my NTP service, it is currently running. Second thing, I will check whether it is syncing or not. So here you can see it is syncing with one of NTP server, and the third one is my step ticker files, whether it is updated, and you can see those 3 NTP server information is updated, and the fourth one, the ntp.conf file, and let me see whether that is updated or managing by my Puppet master or not. So here you can see those are updated. This has updated by Puppet master, and also in the beginning of the file you can see ntp.conf managed by Puppet. So it is now managing by Puppet. So my master server looks good. Let me go to my client system, which is Puppet agent, and here you can also see the same information which I had run here. So you can see all this information is populated, and again if I check the same thing here, whether my ntp.conf is updated, it is updated, and my step tickers, it is also updated, and my ntp service / etc ntpd status, it is running. So this is how you have to update your modules. Okay, so I will show you more about in modules in my coming videos, and I will also show you an additional node. Currently I have two nodes, one is running as master and one is running as agent. I will add an additional node, and I would also show you how to remove a node from your Puppet master enterprise environment. In many situations, if you are decommissioning your server which is managed by Puppet master and you don't want it to use that server anymore, and you have decommissioned it, and later you wanted to remove that server from your Puppet configuration, so I would show you that one also, how to remove your Puppet agent server from your Puppet enterprise master servers. Okay, so this is it guys for my for this video, and please subscribe my channel. This is very important to whenever I'm going to upload a new video, irrespective of any topics, it may help you if you have subscribed my channel. And if this content is useful, and if you have liked this video, please hit like in YouTube. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day.